All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We're not digging into, boring financial reports. Instead, we're going to deconstruct a company's promise just by looking at something we all see every day, their ads. Let's peel back the layers and figure out what this company really does, and maybe more importantly, how they want us to feel about them.
And wow, they kick things off with a massive, super ambitious claim, delivering the unthinkable. I mean, that's not just a tagline, right? That's them throwing down the gauntlet. It's meant to make you stop and go, wait, what? The unthinkable? What does that even mean? They are setting the bar incredibly high right from the get-go.
So, yeah, that's the big question we're tackling today. When a company makes a promise that huge, what are they actually putting in the back of their trucks? What does unthinkable look like in the real world? Let's dive in and see.
Okay, so first up, let's try to unpack that massive vision. Here we go. Section 1, delivering the unthinkable. Take a look at this. The contrast is just stark, isn't it? On one side, you've got this fun, kind of whimsical ad with astronauts and a UFO delivering a burger. It's pure imagination, right? It's them saying, hey, we can deliver anything you can dream up. But then you look at the other ad, and the whole vibe just shifts. It's sleek, it's modern, and it's all about expensive electronics. This tells you everything. They want you to see them as both this fun, creative company and a super serious, secure service.
Okay, so let's bring it down from that big, abstract promise to what they're actually doing every single day. That leads us right into section 2, from groceries to gadgets.
And this is where you really see their range. Look at this. On one hand, it's all about groceries and gifts, the everyday stuff. But then boom, on the other side, you've got a professional-looking driver with laptops, headphones, smartwatches, the works. The message is crystal clear. You can trust us with your weekly groceries, and you can absolutely trust us with your brand new expensive tech. And this isn't an accident. It's a very deliberate strategy. Think about it. By covering the whole spectrum, from your daily bread to that new laptop, they're doing more than just offering convenience. They're trying to weave themselves into the fabric of your daily life. The idea is if they nail your grocery delivery, you're going to feel pretty good about trusting them with something much more valuable. But here's the thing. Delivering that kind of range, it takes a lot more than just a bunch of vans. It takes real expertise. And that brings us perfectly to section 3, where we're going to look at their specialized logistics solutions. Right, and this is where the smart part of smart services really comes into play. Check this out. Cold chain delivery. This isn't just about throwing some ice packs in a box. No way. This is a super precise, temperature-controlled system for things that absolutely cannot get warm. Think fresh food, maybe even medicine. It's a high-stakes game, and it tells you they have some serious expertise. So let's put all the pieces together and see what the full picture looks like. You've got last-mile delivery. That's the crucial final step, getting the package right to your door. We just talked about their cold chain specialty. Then there's secure transport for high-value items, which, totally lines up with those slick ads for electronics. And this last one, professional uniform delivery teams. That's not just fluff. It's about putting a real trustworthy human face on the whole operation. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, it's pretty clear their business model is about way more than just moving a box from point A to point B. It's really built on this foundation of being specialized, secure, and professional. At the end of the day, what they're really selling is trust and capability. The transportation is just how they deliver it. Okay, so we've got a good handle on what they do. Now let's talk about where they do it and who they're doing it for. Let's get into section 4, powering Kuwait's commerce. So this really grounds us in their home turf. They're based in Kuwait, and you can tell their fleet is a huge part of the local business landscape. But they don't stop there. Their operations stretch across the wider Gulf Cooperation Council, the GCC, which makes them a pretty major player in the whole region. And this table breaks down exactly who's using them. And look, it's not just you and me ordering stuff. They're serving local businesses, big international brands, online marketplaces, the whole shebang. They're even handling premium corporate clients. Essentially, what you're looking at is a key piece of the engine that drives a huge chunk of the region's economy. All right, let's bring it all home now. We've gone all the way from that wild, unthinkable marketing claim down to the nitty-gritty details of how they operate. That brings us to our final section, the smart delivery promise. After everything we've walked through, this tagline just clicks into place, doesn't it? Delivering everything faster, safer, smarter. Everything. That's their massive range. Faster, well, that's just table stakes these days. Everyone expects that. But safer and smarter? Ah, those are the key words. They point directly to what really sets them apart: the secure transport, the specialized cold chain stuff, and that professional service.
So, in the end, what did we find by pulling apart their marketing? We basically uncovered their entire business strategy. They hook you with a huge, flashy promise like the unthinkable, but they build their actual business and earn your trust on something much more solid: a foundation of reliability, real specialization, and a service that covers all the bases.
And that kind of leaves us with one final question to chew on. We've seen how this company bridges the gap between a wild promise and the nuts and bolts of logistics. But in a world that wants everything, like right now, what's the next unthinkable going to be for delivery? I mean, what comes after faster, safer, and smarter? Makes you think, right?